I love this story about Jimmy Snuka because he's such a legendary character
Yes, sir.
right now,
Yes, sir.
especially after Dark Side of the Ring. Could you share the
Yes,
story about your match with him?
sure. And basically, backstage, I mean, they listed who was going to be the matchmakers, the match listers, Rene Goulet, um, Terry Garvin, Tony Garea, Gorilla, the whole crew there, Vince's onslaught of executive. They decide, who's going to work with who and what hour and this and that. Well, up on the board, it said, I mean, it seemed clear to me. It said the Dublin Destroyer versus Snake. So I said, okay, Jake the Snake, great. Well, you speak to Jake a little bit, you see him, and we're gonna be wrestling tonight. We're gonna be working tonight. Okay, great. Now we're in the first hour, and they're on with the third match up, and so now they're on the first match, the whole introduction, the whole thing. Well, now we're talking probably with house tapings, with TV tapings, we're talking probably 10, 15 minutes tops, probably 10 minutes before it's introduction time for us. Well, all of a sudden Rene Goulet looks at me. He says, "Have you talked to Snuka? Have you talked to Snuka?" And I go, "No. Why would I talk to Snuka?" I said, "I don't. No, I haven't even seen him." He goes, "Your third match." And I said, "Third match?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "No, no." And all of a sudden, Jake the Snake is standing over there. Jake Roberts, he's standing there, and he's got his sack with the snake in it. Snake's jumping around in there, and he's holding it. And he looks at me, and all of a sudden, I said, "Jake, no." I said, I'm with Snuka." He goes, "What?" He goes, "What are you talking about?" Right? And he was another good guy. What are you talking about? He goes, "I got the snake ready right here. It's ready to perform. It's ready to go." Like, the snake was going to be insulted or pissed off. I don't know. But anyway, now I've got to go find Snuka. Well, I rushed down. I'm like, "Has anyone seen Jimmy Snuka? Jimmy Snuka?" I've never even spoken to the man. Never even seen him yet live. Well, now they say he's in the locker room, and it's down around the concourse, and it was one of those old hockey locker rooms, all smelly and beat up. Like, it was basically being used as a storage unit or something. It wasn't even a locker room anymore. And they go, "He's down there about 5 doors down." Well, I'm running through this arena. I'm running, and time is ticking away in my head. I run down there. I walk in. I see the door. I see a light. I go, "Must be here." I crack the door and I look. In the light from the bathroom, this gentleman was sitting on a folding chair with his back to me, and he's all the way across the room. And the light from the bathroom was reflecting off his back, and I could see the beads, and I could see the jacket, the whole thing with the print and the whole thing. And I go, "Mr. Snooker." "Yes." And I go, "Mr. Snooker, I'm Double Destroyer. I'm going to be we're going to be wrestling tonight. I just wanted to, make your acquaintance and see what's, what." When? I said, "About 5 minutes." 5 minutes? He goes, "We could do this in 5 minutes." He goes, anyway, he says, "I pull left pad up. I pull right pad. Right pad. Boom, boom, boom. Sneak attack. We work it from there." Okay. That was one of my favorite matches ever. I'm in the ring, and and you talk about the places erupting, when they announced Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, and all of a sudden that crowd was great. Well, the guy is a living legend at that point. This gentleman was a Hall of Famer from day one, and he had that crowd wrapped around his finger. I'm in the ring doing my best, doing my deal, and I'm pointing, I'm playing my deal. All of a sudden, when he came out, I mean, I wanted to start clapping for him. I mean, that's how good this and dynamic this guy was. Well, he came in the ring. He put the left pad on. I'm over here. He turns. He starts to pull the right pad on. He looks. Boom, 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 boom. I'm working this guy. I'm working this guy. This guy gave me more than anybody. He let me work him for a minute straight before he even thought about coming back on me. So it was fabulous, and the crowd was absolutely electric that night. And God rest his soul, he's another one who's left us. He's up in wrestling heaven right now. But yeah, thanks, Jimmy Snuka. I had a good run with you that night, but it was great. Yes, sir.